Today, we're going to talk about the number one reason why you don't want to use an escalation clause. Stay tuned. So I got an email a few days ago from a friend of mine who was asking me, what is an escalation clause? And I thought, what better way to come here and explain it? So in California, we don't really use them, so that's probably why you haven't heard of them. But in and of itself, what an escalation clause basically says is that you're going to put in an offer on a property, let's say a $500,000 offer, and in that contract, you're going to say, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, if another buyer comes in and overbids me, I will pay X amount of dollars higher than what they offered you. So let's say that your escalation is a $5,000 kicker, and the next offer that comes in is at $505,000. What your contract simply states is that you will pay $510,000. So it's great leverage in that you can kind of eliminate having to go back and forth with the bidding war with other buyers, and you can just try to get the property outright. Now, there's a couple of things that you want to do within that escalation clause. One is you want to make sure that you put a cap in the terms of the deal. So what I mean by that is, even though you're going to pay $510, let's say the max that you can go is $515. You want to stipulate that so that you're not overpaying and not on the hook to overpay for a house that may not be worth it. The second thing that you want to do is to make sure that you put verbiage in the contract that says that you get to talk to the agent and or the buyer who wrote that contract, and that you get to see the physical contract to make sure that everything is on the up and up and that you're not being hoodwinked. Does that make sense? Perfect. Now here's the number one reason why you don't want to do that. Although it creates leverage between you and other buyers, what it does is make you lose leverage with the seller if you have a savvy listing agent. So in my instance, if I see your contract come in with an escalation clause and that your max is $515,000, I'm going to tell my seller, just counter offer and say that the new price is going to be $515,000. See what happened there? You just lost leverage, and I'm forcing your hand to either say pay the $515,000 or walk. Make sense? Okay, so in a nutshell, an escalation clause simply states that I will escalate the price that I'm willing to pay above every other buyer. But there's some caveats and dangers to that and some risks that are involved. We won't get into that for now. But if you have any questions, feel free to email me, text me, call me. You can reach me on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, or subscribe to the YouTube channel because I may have already answered questions in other info on the go sessions. Once again, I'm Dietrich Williams, the navigator for everything real estate, helping you guide your way through the complexities of what we call the real estate industry. I thank you for watching. Make sure that you tune into the next episode of Info on the Go. I'll see you next time.